Guys, welcome back to the SSRS training sessions pointing to SSRS cube databases. We discussed about lots of concepts on the same, and in this video we are going to discuss about how to create sub-reports pointing to pointing to SSRS cube database using MDX queries. So to demonstrate the same, as you all know, first you need two reports. One will act as main report and another one will act as sub-report. Sub-report is nothing but a report inside a report. For example, this is one report. Let me remove all the unnecessary. I'll exclude this one from the project. I don't want it now, and I don't want this one too. What I have done is, this is the product sales report where I have sales and tax amount, and you can see the report is working fine. I have taken a copy of the same report, product sales, but I have added one more column called freight amount, and the report looks little bit different than the original report, right? So, I'll rename it as product sales with freight. Okay. Now there is only one difference. If you see the parameters, it remains the same. The subcategory is the parameter for this one, and even for this one, the same subcategory for the second report also. So the sub-report is nothing but a report inside another report. Okay. For example, let's say I have this report. Let me close everything and open Compile. Okay, let's say I have this report and I want to show even this report as part of this report. So if you do so, there are so many advantages. One among those is, let's say you have some common functionality that you have to show in every report of a project. Okay, let me take MS Paint. Let's say this is your report. Let's say you have thousands of reports like this. You are working for a client, and for every report, the clients want some specific calculation. Let's say the share market price of this particular product or particular company. If they want to maintain it on the left hand side corner or right hand side corner or somewhere in the report, in all the reports that you are generating or creating. So if you do the same job again and again, it will be a repetitive task. It will be a repetitive task in every report, and which is not required actually. So instead of that, what you can do is you can make this small piece as one report and call this small piece in your report wherever you wish to. So the report will be created only once and it will be used many times. So across the reports. I'll show you one example here so that you'll get good idea on the same. This is my first report. Let's assume, and my intention is to show some other report in the same in the main report. So for doing the same, I need one extra report to show. I have created one, that is product sales with freight amount, which is little bit different to the main report, that is extra column is added, that is freight. So I'm inserting a sub report here. Let me arrange it properly. Okay, I've set only up to here the width, and you can see this is the height I have set. So in this sub report, I want to call the second report. How to do that? I can give some name or leave it as is, whatever it is taken. By default, it is sub report 1 or sub report RPT prod sales. Okay, and if you see the second option, second parameter, it's use this report as sub report. You have to pick the report that you want to show as sub report, and this is the one you want. And if you want to show the border, omit border on the page break, whenever the page is break, then you want to go for new border or not. So just leave it as no, and visibility you can set it to true, so show, so that it will be visible, or else if you want to hide it, you can do it, or based on some parameters. If you have some parameter like show sub report, yes or no. If the user selects yes, you have to show that, or if the user selects no, you have to select you should not show the report. So in that case, you can go for some expression, or as for this demonstration, I'll make it as show. And parameters. If the sub report is having any parameter, then you can pass the parameter here. Let's see whether it has any parameters or not. It has one parameter, that is product subcategory, and for that you can pass any field value, first value of any field, or you can also pass the parameters, whatever you are passing, if you have this as part of parameter. See, for example, this main report is having the podcat parameter, which is same that I need to pass to the child report. So now both are having the same parameter. That's the advantage. That is why I'm passing whatever the parameter value that I'm selecting for the main report to the sub report. So these parameter values are nothing but the values that you are selecting for the main report. Okay. Click on OK. That's it. We are done. Let's see whether it works or not. So this is the parameter value I decided to pass to the sub report. Let's see, I have selected all here, and how many records are there? 3 pages records, and here you can see all the records are showing perfectly fine. Right? Now let me select some only 1 or 2 options here. Let me select bottles and cages and see whether it filters the sub report also. So if you see, it filtered the sub report too. So this is the advantage. If the sub report is not having any parameters, that's not a big deal. Don't pass any parameter value. That's it. The parameter, if you see here, the parameters option, you don't need to pass anything if the sub report is not having any parameter value. So this is as simple as this, creating the sub reports, and hope you understood the concept how to create sub reports. And if you observe it carefully, there is nothing to do with MDX. Whether it is MDX or SQL Server or Oracle or Teradata, no problem. In the sub report, it's a concept of report designing part or report template part, so you don't need to worry whether you are pointing to SQL Server or multidimensional databases or whatever it may be. You have to take a sub report item, they call the report, whatever the report you want to show as part of the sub report, and pass the parameters if there are any. In short, the sub report acts as a container. It's just like a container where you can show some other report. So let's say I have one more report. Okay. Here also I can call the same sub report. If you see here, sub report, and I can call the same report as part of this one too. So this is what I told you an example as an example. If there is some particular functionality which user wants to show in every report, so instead of repeating the same task again and again in every report, what people will do is they'll create one sub report and they will show the sub report. They'll show they'll create one report and they will make use of the sub report to show the same in every report. So this is as simple as this, and you can see the parameters whatever I have passed is taking perfectly fine here. Right? If you see Bibo shorts, it will be filtered. No data for both. Good. And let's say bottle or breaks, there should be some data, I guess. Let's see. No data. Fine. So let me select everything. Now everything will be shown. So that is it. Don't get worried whether you are pointing to multi-dimensional or two-dimensional or whatever may be the database. The sub-report is the concept of SSRS, and it remains the same in any database you are pointing to. Okay. Thank you for watching the video, and in the next video we are going to discuss about the most important and most of the people have asked about this, that is creating dashboards in SSRS. So how easy it is or how difficult it is, let's see in the next video. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.